Hi, quick disclaimer, this is really important. So this is outside of my usual content since this is a school project I made, but I would like to say this now. If you happen to know me from school, please, for my safety and your own, don't comment anything related to my name or our school or teacher or whatever. Just don't give away any real life information, okay? Thank you so much. Enjoy. Have you ever wanted to fly to the moon? Play among the stars? Oh, or perhaps see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars? Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but that probably wouldn't work. They've got quite a few planets to work through, 9 of them to be exact. My name's No! So strap in, boys. I've got quite a bit to talk about today. Let's start with none other than the sun's true blue, gray friend, Mercury. Have you ever been to one of those trampoline parks that reek of sweat and are ran by snot-nosed kids on the dodgeball court? That's pretty much what it's like on Mercury. It only has about 38% of Earth's gravity, so you could jump 3 times as high on that place. Further continuing my Mercury is the sky zone of the cosmos theory, the place is scorching hot. Temperatures can get up to a whole 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Yikes. There's some ice you could use for water at the poles, but that's all it really has going for it. Drive on past, parents. Drive on past. Let's venture onto Venus, the gates to space Lucifer's man cave. Despite Mercury being closest to the sun, Venus remains the hottest planet in our solar system, so who knows? Maybe Mercury isn't such an unfeigned gray friend after all. To continue, trying to get around would be worse than when my mama makes hard-boiled eggs. Venus has a pretty serious greenhouse effect problem, meaning it's completely surrounded by toxic carbon dioxide gas. Think that's bad? The place also has more volcanoes than any other planet, and there's evidence proving that some of said volcanoes are still active today. Not your place to have hot boy summer. Next, you know it, you love it, do you? Earth. Pretty sure the majority of people know what it's like to live on Earth. We wake up, grab coffee that doesn't even taste good, work at a 9-to-5 job, and then hit the hay while trying to ignore our existential dread. But hey, we've got some things going for us, like sea bunnies. We're also the only planet that's just the right distance from the sun, able to hold liquid water, and we've got a big old magnetic field that protects us from radiation. Thanks, Biggie. Moving on to Mars, the next most suitable candidate for life outside Earth. That is, if you're fine with average temperatures of negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit, bring your bunny slippers, and maybe a Swiffer too, since Mars's temperatures often cause storms of dust that can clog electronics and completely shroud the entire planet in just a few days. Holy cow! Not to mention, Mars doesn't have the same magnetic field Earth does, so all that radiation's gonna try and crash your house party. On the contrary, it's home to the largest volcano in the solar system, and its skies constantly look like sunsets, so at least it looks pretty. What about Jupiter, the biggest planet we have in our solar system? First things first, you'll want to keep everything dear to you very near to you. Jupiter's gravity is 3 times that of Earth, so getting from point A to point B is not going to be how you want to spend your 10 hours of rotation on that place. And moving around won't be any easier with the huge coat you'll have to bring to combat the average temperatures of negative 240 degrees Fahrenheit. You can dish it if you're thinking of checking out its great red spot though, where temperatures start hitting at least positive 4-digit numbers. Looks like Venus has some competition. Sauntering on to Saturn. First of all, its gravity is relatively similar to Earth, so no need to worry about having to get used to moving around differently. That's perfect for checking out its numerous qualities, like it's thinner than paper ice rings, not for skating, and diamond ring. Yep, you heard me right. When struck by lightning, Saturn's atmosphere has the potential to create carbon atoms that undergo extreme pressure upon getting closer to the planet's core, making it rain diamonds that Hollywood stars would kill for. Saturn's average temperatures are around negative 288 degrees Fahrenheit though, so maybe invest your newfound wealth in some winter clothes. Next is Uranus. Done laughing? Cool. Just like Uranus and the rest of the outer planets. Average temperatures there go to a brisk negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit, so bring a jacket. At least you've still got a few things in common with Earth in terms of gravity and its bright blue skies. To be fair, said blue skies are caused by high amounts of deadly methane gas, so... well, hey, the place is also home to 27 moons you can gawk at. Not too shabby, Uranus. Okay, so maybe the name's a little funny. Moving on then. Oh, King Neptune, it's Neptune! This planet must have been what Princess Minnie's magical bag of winds was talking about, since Neptune is home to wind speeds of up to 1,500 miles per hour. It's got diamond rainfall like Saturn, but what's the point of what's considered just a gentle breeze has the power to blow all your stock away? Don't even try to think about running to grab the ball, as Neptune's gravity is 10% stronger than Earth's. Even with a name fit for a king, Neptune doesn't have all that much to offer for sustaining human life. That's rough, buddy. Aw, Pluto, how could we forget about you? Well, then again, what's there to remember? The only thing to have ever gotten remotely close to visiting this little planet was a spacecraft launched years ago. We also don't know if Pluto inhabiting any other environmental features, such as volcanoes. Sure, there's the freezing cold temperatures of negative 369 degrees Fahrenheit, but that's kind of expected since it's so far away from the sun. It's a lot smaller than you'd expect, spanning about the same surface area as Russia. That won't be hard for you to cover, however, since Pluto only has about a 15th of Earth's gravity. And that's all I have. Hopefully this gave you at least a little chuckle, or who knows, maybe you learned a thing or two? Kinda hoping for the latter since, well... Thank you for listening though. See ya, boys.